Hi, my name is Jalen Thompson, and in today's speech, I am going to be showing and telling you how to check your transmission fluid level on your vehicle. Now, I've been working at a GM dealership, Shea Buick GMC, for 2 years now. I've also been going to Mott Community College in the automotive program for 2 years. So I work professionally as a mechanic, and I want to be able to show everybody how to make sure their vehicle is operating properly and how to keep operating properly. I have two vehicles here today. One is a 2015 Chevy Cruze diesel, and my second vehicle is a 2002 Chevy Silverado. These two vehicles are completely different transmissions, and the way that you check them, check the fluid level, is two completely different ways. First, the Cruze is a transverse mounted engine and transmission, which means that the engine and transmission face this way because it is front wheel drive, opposed to facing longitudinally back and forth towards the rear of the vehicle, like most trucks and big SUVs do. With a transverse transmission, it is most of the time harder to check the fluid level on transmissions. As you can see here, down there is the transmission underneath the ECM and battery. So you cannot easily access the top of the transmission, which is where the fill plug is. Now, to be able to check one of these transmissions, you have to go all the way, lift the vehicle up, and pull a check plug on the bottom of the transmission. That check plug allows you to check the fluid level, and the way you know that you have enough fluid in it is when the fluid slowly drips out, and if you have too much fluid, it'll come out in a stream. If you have not enough fluid, there will be no fluid coming out at all, and that's how you need to know that you need to add fluid. This setup is significantly harder than trucks and bigger SUVs are, such as a Chevy Silverado or a Chevy Tahoe or any big truck or SUV. Now here on my 2002 Chevy Silverado, this vehicle has a dipstick tube, and you can see right here is how you know that you have the correct reading. Now, you always want to check these vehicles when they're hot. You have to get these vehicles up to about 165 degrees to be able to correctly check the fluid level on them. Well, you may ask, why do you have to do that? Well, transmissions operate solely on fluid pressure. Fluid pressure builds inside the transmission, and as that fluid gets hotter or colder, it directly affects how the transmission operates. And as that fluid gets hotter, there's a valve inside the transmission called a thermal bypass valve, which allows fluid to go into different valleys and different areas of transmission in a way to say. So on a 2002 Silverado, there is a dipstick tube right there, and what you want to do is you want to get the vehicle up and running all the way to temp, stick the dipstick all the way in there, let it run, pull it back out, and then you can look at your reading level and say, okay, it's in where it needs to be, or I need to add fluid to make it the correct fluid level, or I need to take away fluid to make it the correct fluid level. So as you can see, on a truck or SUV, it is much more simple to add or check your fluid level than it is on a transverse mounted transmission. Well, some people may not know the reasons as to why you need to check your trans fluid level. I hope that I have described it well, and I hope that maybe some of you can go out and check your transmission fluid level on your vehicle and find out whether you need to get it serviced or maintenance. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Jalen Thompson. Goodbye.